Hello, this is Iron Bill back again with another video, and today I'm going to show you a mixture of a couple of comp matches that I ran today on my Titan of all things. It's not normally the character that I would play, especially in any sort of PvP. I normally am going to play either Warlock or Hunter, and especially a lot of Hunter lately. But for various reasons, kind of backed into this and needed to complete 7 matches on this to get the placement. And so I just thought, what the heck, I'll go ahead and film it and we'll just go ahead and give it a go. And to that end, this is the character that I have. I was running No Time to Explain, a Matador, and Sleepless. It was just the heavy that I had on. I don't really have a good GL, and it's not the best rocket, but I really didn't have anything better, so I just threw it on. I plan not to grab the heavy except in extreme situations, so I went with that. Synthoceps, I've got resilience at 100, and you can see all the other stats. I'm running really nothing remarkable, except I am running a kinetic targeting. I think double and anti-flinch for kinetic, and other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Nothing special. So I'm going to go ahead and run this. And there's some good and there's some bad, and you'll see how clumsy my play is, and I still carry the reticle low, but I also do some things right. So let's just kind of see what we've got going on here. Competitive. Crank it along here, and let's just see how things go. So first one on Endless Veil. My thought was I would stay with my team. For the most part, and just kind of run along with them where I could. And we had a level 10 on here, so I was kind of hopeful that he'd be all right, but he just ran right smack dab into the lane, and I figured if there was a sniper there, somebody would get popped, and somebody did. I peeked it, probably shouldn't have, but realized that we weren't going to break in that way other than taking losses, so I was going to work around. Then we got a guy who's bow swapping with that and a hand cannon. I thought, oh man, this is going to be a bit of a pain. But it did tell me that I would have to adjust, keep some distance, and try to catch that guy floating up again. So I'm playing around the edges here. My no time is really more of a mid to long range weapon anyway. I put a lot of damage on that guy, backed out like I should have, but notice I'm still carrying that reticle low. Not too bad there, but yeah, okay. At this point, decide we better play for the heavy. Can't let them have it. I'm not going up the middle of the lane there, because if they've got the cubby there, then we're going to have a problem. Our teammates already picked up the heavy. And we get a grenade on that guy, finish him off. And really, at this point, I think we have life advantage, and we just need to play smart. That's what I realized. Now, when you solo queue, you never know what your teammates are going to do, whether they're going to pay attention to the advantage they have and force the other team to come to them, which is what would have been smart. We should have forced them to come to us, but we did have this aggressive guy here who's running right at him alone. And it forced me to do it because I didn't want to have to get down to a 1v1 with this guy over a zone. I'm not confident enough in my 1v1 in this division. By the way, I started off the day in gold 3, just for what it's worth. So we got around somehow. We probably shouldn't have, but we did. And playing right here is a bad idea. We've got the bow guy. We were able to team shoot and get that person. My teammate got popped there. And if I stay here, I'm probably going to get it. But you notice I backed up and I was able to take the floater down. No time, okay, that's a Jotun. No time is good if you can keep your range. But I didn't want to be in tight with that guy. Jotun was just firing down the lane for a Hail Mary, and I think he got picked. There's the floater again. And I got him again. Now, my mistake there was reloading out in the open like I didn't have a care in the world. We got heavy there. We're going to have to play for it. So I'm coming in to help. The mistake I'm making here is that I'm just playing a little too passively, I think. Rocket paid off. And this is, once you hear that, you got to collapse on him. If my teammate's going to go for it, I had to follow him. So there we go. Good round. And why he keeps going up the center like that, I don't know. But here comes the Jotun, and I'm thinking, nope, that's just a dead end right there. I could try to hop in there, but I'm just going to get taken out. These guys came together. It was a good thing I got away. Now the other fellow ran. He's up on the B platform. I don't know. The aim assistance on No Time is not as good as it used to be. I think it's one of the nerfs they did to it. It's not as sticky as it used to be. He wisely gets out of there. We got guys to our right. So we're going to have to move out of that mess. Try to collapse on this guy. If he'd been a better player, I would have died. I was very clumsy with that shotgun. Should have had it out in the first place if I was going to charge him. Got to play for the heavy. Our teammate got it. I'm going to try to pick an angle here. He's got a sword and he's trying to guard with it. And really, he just kind of keeps charging into things. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if we don't follow him, he's almost surely going to get taken down by a team shot. Okay, so we got him at life advantage again, and really the smart play here is just to stay back. But we got one enemy left. We got a 3-on-1. So if we want to charge, if they're going to charge, we got to go. So I'm kind of hanging here just in case he gets popped by a sniper. He doesn't. That's the match. All right. And I wound up doing pretty well that match, but the other team clearly wasn't that good. So benefited from the matchmaking. Now this was a tougher match. And I kind of wasted that, but I wanted to have it up in case they came. They moved to the outside, and I could see them on the radar, and I'm going to take another angle, is the plan. And I really am going to misplay this in just a second. This guy should have been dead right from the start. And if I just backed out, I would have lived. But, you know, backed right into a grenade. It was just a stupid death. I mean, just slow motion. Okay. I've got to keep moving. There's no way I'm going to survive if I don't keep moving. But I realize he's chasing me, and I'm going to have to go back and deal with it. So I kind of baited him. Get him on a shotgun blast. I'm reloading. And my teammate gets the other one. We need to play for the heavy. Or at least defend it. And I don't care to grab it, obviously. And if my teammate can get it, that's good. Notice I'm carrying the reticle low. If I'd been on point, I probably would have killed him right away. But I did get him. We're spread out, which is kind of a mistake because that team was super coordinated on their team shots. Now watch me blow this one. I just can't believe it. I should have just... I was so indecisive. I should have just jumped on him. If I just jumped on him from the beginning, it would have been over. All right, I'm going to come up here and put up a wall. Give myself some room to look and see what we got. We got their team shooting from a well, so all I can do is make them look that way, but if I peek again, I'm going to die. My teammate should have been playing with that wall, and instead he rushed him. And I just don't see what he thought would happen there. That grenade will give him something to think about, and I'll have to back off of that. We've got heavy coming up pretty soon. I see that. I'm thinking, well, I don't want the other team to get it. If nothing else, we need to try to do something to keep some pressure on them. My teammate grabbed it again, and he keeps just running straight at him. See it? Okay. We need to play the life advantage. That's what we should be doing. That guy's got a sniper. And this is where I'm stupid. We've got life advantage. Watch what I do. Peek him again. Dumb. Dumb. Play your life advantage. And we almost threw it away. All right. Now, my teammate was throwing away our lives. We had another teammate that was piling up the kills. Let's see what happens this round. I don't think this is the one. It might be. Something really goofy happens here. Okay. I don't even know what to do here for sure because they're off our radar. This guy's coming back. Thinking, okay, let's go defend a little bit. Now I'm isolated out here, and I begin to realize it. They've got 2 of our guys dead back here. I need to regroup. I need to get back here with our fellas. He's going to push. Get behind cover. Here it is. A little bit better on a reticle that time. I was ready for him. Both our guys die right there. It's time for me to back up. Okay, we're going to have a guy up crossover on the center. He's on our right now, and we're going to have a guy in the center. I hold for a second on this. We get some fire from that guy. Then that's when the other person makes a move. But I get him. Now check this out. All right, so managed to make the right play there. Now, if it's me, I'm not going to isolate myself like my teammate over there. It's forcing my other teammate and I to run to him. Okay. Golden gun. That should have been GG right there. But watch what happens next. Watch this. It's me versus 2. Now it's 1. Oh, I finally do something smart. I could have been more involved in the gunfights there for sure, but that was the play. I don't get to clutch them very often, but that was clutch. All right, trying to stay with my team. We've got control of center, which is really what we want to do here because that's where the heavy is, and at least we keep them off of that. They're splitting up, so just like we are. We've got 2 in the center, 2 outside, 1 outside now, 2 outside. Just about got him. Had him to 1 shot, but he had me to 1 shot too. So I was probably going to wind up losing that fight. I should have put that wall just a little farther back, but it's going to do the job. Our teammate rushed in there. I'm going to let my homie here have the heavy if he'll take it. We've got the life advantage. We need to play it. He doesn't grab it, forces me to do it because I do not want them to win on that heavy. All right. I also don't want to die with the heavy. All right, so they're out of lives. Now we just have to play our lives. That's all we have to do. Make them come to us. Stay together, make them come to us. If they don't have, they've got 1 super, but it's a well, I believe, and it's not going to help them. We've got 2 supers. I didn't notice that at the time. Okay, come back, teammate. There we go. This was the smarter of the 2. Okay, so we got that one. That grenade's bad news. We've got to get away from that. But he killed my teammate just too late. And that's that. All right. I could argue, and the argument could be made that I didn't get involved in fights as often as I could, and we might have killed more people. And it's probably true. I probably could have gone that way. On the other hand, it's also true that by playing back when I did, when we're trying to preserve lives, it also made a difference in the match. I mean, I'm not good enough to know the difference. And I just know what I did and why I did it at the time. And at least this match, I didn't feel like I was just running around reacting to stuff. I mean, there were overlapping concerns, and I had to make choices here and there. And at times, I felt like things were indecisive. But when I did make a move towards a location, I knew what I was trying to do. So that in itself, I guess, is something. Anyway, today I played 7 matches, won 5 of 7. I guess that's as good as a guy at my level can do. And I mixed between, I think I used the Belisarius a little bit at one point, and I also used the Breakneck at one point, and did okay. I think No Time was probably what I did the best with when it was all said and done, but it's an exotic, and I guess you would expect that to be so. All right, well, with that said, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay, and with that, I'm going to end it here, and thank you again for watching. This is Iron Bill signing out.